In this training video, I'm going to look at creating and modifying a custom stencil. So first of all, to create a custom stencil, we're in the basic diagrams template of Visio. So from basic diagrams, I'm going to go to more shapes, new stencil, metric in this example. Going to rename it. Now to rename it, you save it. So I'm going to right click in line with the stencil name, save as. And you save it to the location on the desktop in this example. I'll call it Business Operation Diagrams. So here's the name. I'm now gonna copy the entire diagram on the page onto the stencil. So I'm gonna highlight the diagram, copy. Now in the middle of the stencil, the new stencil, the business operation diagrams, I'm gonna right click, paste. So here's the master, here's the diagram copied now. This diagram's been copied. If you get a save symbol, you save. So I'm going to save. So now the diagram's been copied. I can rename it, but you can only rename it if you've got this red symbol on. This red symbol is called Edit. I can right click on the new diagram shape now. Right click, rename the master. Now if I right click in line with the business operation diagram stencil name, you can see Edit Stencil. So if I turn this off, now try and edit the master. I can't because edit's off. So to make changes to the stencil, the edit's got to be on. So I'm going to turn the edit back on. Now I'm going to rename it and I'll call it Mind Mapping Diagram. I'll just leave it with the name Mind Mapping, and I'll call it Process. Gonna save it now. So every time you see the save, you will save the stencil. And I'm going to check it's working. So and check the diagram can be used on a different page. I'll do a plus to go to an insert page, and I'll just insert it. And there we go, we can see it works effectively. And there's the diagram that's now copied from the stencil onto a new page. I'm going to delete the diagram now that I've just inserted or dragged into the page, because I'm now going to update the diagram for a version control. So the version control, all I'm going to do is copy it and paste it again, and I'll just call it version 2 then. Paste, save, rename, and I'll just call it V2. So version 2. Now the version 2 I want to update to make some version change. So I'm going to right click on the version 2, edit master shape. Now it might look like we're in Visio right now, but we're not. We're in the stencil because it says here stencil right now, and it tells you where you are, Mind Mapping Process V2 version 2, but it tells you you're in the stencil. So I'm actually making changes inside of the stencil. So in this example, I'm just gonna change the color of these lines and make the thickness a little bit bigger, and then I'll do a couple of the changes. So I'm going to say that's the new line I want. I'm now going to use the format painter and copy all the rest of the wavy lines. So we're updating all of them now, which are wavy, to a different way of working. And there we go. So there's the change in this example. Going to take the format pointer off. Now I'm going to close the stencil down and save it. That's the X at the bottom here. So this will now close the window for the stencil. And you offer the option yes to update. Well, we want to save it, so yes, we are going to update it. And again, we're going to save, so I'll just save the stencil. And now we can see the colors now changed to a red color. They were blue over here. They're now red. We're going to test it by pulling the new V2 onto the diagram page. And there's the new change. So you can add diagrams to a stencil, you can create your own stencils, you can do version control in it, you can update the version controls. But this now completes the training video on creating a new diagram stencil, adding diagrams to the stencil by copying and pasting them, and then also creating a version control in this example. So this now completes custom stencils in Visio for business diagram purposes. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe to our channel. Hope to see you for the next tutorial, and thanks for watching.